Hello, 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 and welcome back to Giselle Eats. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. I hope everyone is well and ready to get into these New Year festivities. Everything, baby showers, new birthdays, new everything. You deserve it. We have made it a long, long way, but we have to keep tradition alive and make some of the New Year staples. So today we will be frying some pork chops, making some collard greens, making some black eyed peas, potato salad, candy yams. What else are we gonna have? What else did I take out? I really wanted to make another roast, but I did not make another roast. And of course, I couldn't find no good shrimps to have a good shrimp cocktail. So this is what we're stuck with: pork chops, macaroni and cheese, candy yams, potato salad, our collards, and our black eyed peas. And we're gonna move fairly quickly. This is a longer video because I want to spend some time with y'all. See what's going on. How was your Christmas? How was your Thanksgiving? Everything was such in a rush. So make sure you put down in the comment sections all of the fun things that you did over the holidays. How are you spending your New Year's? If you have someone special you are spending it with. But we are going to season these pork chops before we fry them. And as my binder, I like to use hot sauce. Some people use mustard or oil, but I tend to like hot sauce. No, it does not make it spicy, but it's a good marinade with that vinegar inside, but also helps as a great binder for when we dredge it in our flour. I will just be seasoning this really somewhat basic: onion powder, garlic powder, all purpose, a little bit of Lawry's. The reason why is because I'm not one of those who season their flour. I'm sorry. Once I season something, I typically don't need to go behind and season my flour unless I'm making a gravy. I will be dropping these pork chops into some plain flour. No paprika, no salt and pepper, no nothing. It will just be straight flour, and it will be just as good, just as flavorful. So if you're used to seasoning your flour, please go ahead. But I will say, if you're following the way that I'm seasoning, you might want to cut back on it because the flour might tend to be salty. I have posted so many screenshots or pictures of how much sodium flour already has in it. So if you're going to season your pork chops or chicken the way that I season them, I would recommend you do not season that flour. We're going to season these really good. We're going to get these into the fridge so they can sit and marinate for a couple of hours. So we can make sure that all those seasonings get into those nooks and crannies. going to get these covered and into the fridge while we work on some other things. Now, right before I cut on the camera, I was working on some biscuits, but of course I got distracted and never cut the camera on. So I already put the biscuits together. They're already in a skillet and gonna wait on me to kind of like proof a little bit. I typically don't put my biscuits in the oven right away when I make them, but I did make some biscuits off camera. That recipe is coming, but it will not be shown. I'm only gonna show you the that I have made them, and they're in the pan, and I'm gonna sit them to the side for probably 15 to 25 minutes so they can stay room temperature. I like them to make sure that they're always room temperature before I put them in. Now sometimes people do not do that because they like but when you're making them, you want everything to be very, very cold. But before I put my biscuits in, I tend to let them come all the way to room temperature for about 15 to 20 minutes. So this is going to go into the fridge, these pork chops to marinate. The biscuits are going to sit on the countertop until I get back to them to put them in the oven. Don't they look beautiful? So delicious. We're going to start grating our cheese for our macaroni. I'm not using anything special today, just a regular, some white extra sharp cheese. I am using some Monterey Jack, and I'm going to use some New York Sharp. That's going to be our yellow cheese for today. Use how much cheese you want. I do have a macaroni and cheese. I've made it several times on the channel so far. I do have a small short as well that I will put in this video, so you can click on the tab during the video if you like. But let's get ready to put on our ham hocks. We're going to put on ham hocks for our collard greens, and we're going to put on ham hocks for our black eyed peas. Now, you know, I kind of season my collards and my black eyed peas kind of basic. It will just be water, all purpose, pepper, salt, and some type of oil. I am going to add in a jalapeno pepper to the collard greens. No, the jalapeno pepper does not make it spicy, but it will have that pepper effect. The level of spice you won't even taste it. We are cooking and cleaning about 7 to 9 bushels of collards. We love our collards here, so I try to make sure I have enough for the family to take with them, and for me to have to eat as well. So ham hocks, vegetable oil. I think I am going to add in a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. I normally don't do that, but I'm just going to go for it today. Why not? Now, like I said, I'm going to keep the seasonings kind of traditional and pretty basic when it comes to the collard greens and the black eyed peas. These are the ham hocks for the black eyed peas. The same thing, oil, black pepper, some salt, and water. That's pretty much it. I normally do not use any type of broth because I like the actual organic taste of both, the earthiness of both, so I tend not to do that. Now, if I'm doing something fancy and then I might do some extra things and jazz these 2 recipes up. But it's New Year's, you try to keep your recipes somewhat traditional. You do not have to follow this is just a guide. Adding whatever you like. I don't like garlic like that in my black eyed peas, and I do like it in my collards, but not today, not for these traditional dishes. There is a little bit of garlic in the all-purpose. So let's get this to the stove and let's get started on these candy yams. Now, I have already peeled these candy yams. These are probably 8 to 10 small to medium candy yams. What I like to do is to cut them medium small. Make sure you be very careful. Make sure you have a really sharp knife. I like to eat them raw, so you will see me chewing away at the raw candy yams. So I'll put them in my cast iron skillet, and I will cover them with tin foil. I will put them in the oven for about an hour, just to get maybe 15 minutes before tender. I don't add anything to these right now. I like to make a syrup to pour on top, and then I will brown them under the broiler. But we're just going to slice these, put them into our cast iron casserole dish that we got from Target, cover it with tin foil, and we're going to put it in the oven. The oven is at 385 degrees for about an hour and a half. You want them to be maybe 15 to 30 minutes before tender, because you don't want your yams to tear apart. Now, we will cook them until they are melt in your mouth, but we don't want them melt in your mouth yet until we can get them, stirred up a little bit with the syrup. Now, I will not recommend you stuff your dish as much as I did, but I know exactly how much I want to make, and I do know this is going to shrink. I will say get something a little deeper. If you're going to use this same exact recipe, get something a little deeper, just in case if your syrup overflows. For another barrier, I would definitely say get you a sheet pan with some tin foil underneath, just in case if it do spill over, it will drip down on the sheet pan and not mess your nice sheet pans up. Let's get this into the oven for an hour and a half, 385 degrees. Now, these beans have been cleaned, picked, and soaked. We're going to add them into our ham hocks. Now, we do not want our ham hocks falling apart. I have cooked them long enough that I know they're going to be good. Usually I would remove them. And cook the beans just in the ham hock broth. But we're good today. I didn't overcook them too long there. I'm just like, they're not going to make it another hour and a half, 2 hours to get these beans tender. So make sure your ham hocks are tender, then add your beans in. Now let's get to these nasty collard greens. I like to cut and chop dirty. I do have me a good clean solution in the sinks waiting for me to do a good 3 to 5 rinses on these collards. I like to cut dirty because this is a way for me to inspect the leaves, to make sure there's not too many bug bites, make sure there's not any spider nests, make sure there's not any other creepy crawlers crawling around in them. So I like to cut dirty, and then I like to clean 3 to 5 times until that water is completely clear. These collard greens were very good. I was really surprised. But I do live in a rural area, and they're pretty good about having great collard greens and, getting them from the city. So clean them really well. You don't want your family having a gritty green. Cut your collards how you like them. If you like them torn with your hands, and if you like them bigger, go right ahead. We tend to do medium to small ribbons, so cut them how you want. and we're going to cook these collard greens down for about an hour and a half, or until your family's liking. I'm okay with eating them al dente. I like my collard greens crunchy, but most people don't want no not cooked down collard greens, so we're definitely going to cook these down southern style today. Now this is going to get a little controversial. I'm not really sure. I don't know if my aunt is watching this. So I am going to make some potato salad. My aunt taught me how to make potato salad. It is not something that I learned from my grandmother or my great grandmother. It is something that they made, and they made it very, very well. But I never grasped how to make potato salad until I became an adult and my aunt taught me. So this is my aunt's recipe, but I have modified it to my taste. I think my aunt likes extra pickle in hers, less eggs, and I think she likes heavy onion. I'm not sure about the onion part. But so I know we like a lot of eggs, so that's why you see the eggs sitting to the side. I like a lot of eggs. If you catch me on a good day, even though eggs are very expensive, I will put all 12 in if you let me. But usually I try to stick to at least 8 eggs. And I like an extremely amount of onion. I will use the entire whole white onion because it's just something about that onion flavor in the potato salad. I don't know how much salad cubes she uses. I use the entire jar. I do like the relish in it. I am picky about what type of mayo goes in it. I think she used Duke's as well. We use Duke's here in the yellow mustard. One thing, if she does see this video, she's gonna probably be like, why didn't you dice those potatoes up? I don't dice my potatoes up because once you cook them long enough and you get to turning them, mixing the stuff up, everything breaks apart anyway. So I feel like it's a step that you can miss. Now, if you have larger potatoes that are too big and you have something smaller, the smaller ones will become tender while you're boiling them quicker than the bigger ones. So I would recommend cut those in half so they can all have the same cook time. But I do not dice my potatoes. I peel them. I get all the brown spots off. I cook them whole. Don't ask me how long do I cook my potatoes. I cook them until they're fork tender. Cook them until they're fork tender. I drain the water off of them and I add in all my ingredients. Usually I use an entire onion, white onion, an entire jar of pickle relish, the medium size jar, not the small jar. This is a regular medium size, the standard jar. I think she puts vinegar inside of hers, a little apple cider vinegar, but I do not use vinegar. Probably I don't use vinegar because I'm probably already using the brine from the pickle, the sweet salad cube jar. So it has its sweetness and it has a little vinegary brine to it. So I do omit that pinch of sugar or that pinch or a capful of apple cider vinegar. But potato salad, excuse me, depending on the family, is customizable. When people say, do you make white potato salad, do you make yellow, I always look at them and be like, what? I don't know what you mean. Like, either someone has put too much of something. It shouldn't be white, but it shouldn't be yellow. That's very, very, very artificial to me when it comes to when you say, is it white or is it yellow? Because that means you used to eating store-bought potato salad. If you're saying, is it white or is it yellow? Because I know the stores make a mayonnaise base and a mustard base, or a double egg base, or an American base, or all these different kinds. But in the South, there's only one way, and you just gotta know how to use, your equal parts, and use your eye, and just, it's a feel for it. Like, you can go online and find a recipe for potato salad, but I bet you anything, it won't taste like this. I have never tasted the same potato salad from anyone. The way my aunt makes it, the way I make it. I have been to many repasses, and that potato salad, it never looks the same. It never tastes the same. But what I will argue you on is pimentos do not belong in potato salad, and celery do not belong in potato salad. Raisins do not belong in potato salad. Those are things that you should not be putting in. Even if you're feeling creative, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I'm a huge, huge fan of celery. Don't put that in a potato salad. Not even no celery flakes. Not even no celery salt. I'm serious. Let's get these white potatoes rinsed off. I will say rinse them with cold water, and I just add salt. This is all the seasoning that I would do. I'm heavy on the salt to make sure that they're good in season. I do not like adding any seasoning once this is made. Now, you can use whatever type of potatoes you like. Golden potatoes, white potatoes, yellow potatoes, russet potatoes, but I usually try to stay between the russet and the white. Let's put them on the stove and let's get these potatoes tender. Now I have removed the ham hocks from the collard green broth. The collard green water. This is our base. I have moved the ham hocks because they have gotten tender and I do not want them to fall apart. I have cleaned the collards. No, I did not show you me cleaning the collards because y'all have seen me clean collards before. Would you like for me to insert a video? I'm waiting. They're clean. Trust me. I cleaned those greens. We're going to get these greens cooked down. Cook your greens how you want to cook them. I'm not going to tell you how to cook them. People say there is a right and a wrong way. I like mine's, I'm okay with eating mine's like, steamed for 10 to 15 minutes and eat them very bright green with some really, really thin sliced garlic. But they're not going to eat that. They're going to be like, we can't even digest these greens. So we're going to cook them down. And we don't want nobody's diverticulitis acting up.
Promise me that you got it. I don't need roses, just need some flowers from my garden. Can't you go back to how you loved me when you started? garden. Can't you go back to how you loved me when you started? I'll be here begging for you. You should be giving me love all damn day till the day gets done. So if you wanna go that way, I'll be waiting for you to come pick up your clothes.
Okay, I am adding in the remaining little bit of the collards. So let's get those cooked down and let's check on our black eyed peas. Please, 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 please check on your black eyed peas pretty often. At this point, they've probably been on for 45 minutes, and you just want to keep adding water and making sure they are not sticking. They stick so quickly. So make sure that eye is turned down at this point. After they've been cooking for 45 minutes, just go ahead and turn the eye down to not a medium high, but like a medium low, because you still want to, be giving them some heat. You want them to get some heat and be simmering really well, but you absolutely do not want it roaring and boiling and they're scorching and burning at the bottom. It's going to be a disaster. We're going to get those moved. Because they have cooked really well. And we'll finish those off a little later, close to the time for our guests to get here. We are going to, move things around so we can get these potatoes cooking really good. Now, when we start cooking our potatoes, you want to wait for the potatoes to be on for about 10 minutes before you start your eggs. And let me tell you why. When you boil eggs, don't boil those eggs until they're green. Do not boil those eggs until they're green. You cook those eggs between 8 and 9 minutes. When you take those eggs off there for 8 or 9 minutes, you're going to pour the hot water off. You're going to add some ice in really cold water, and you're going to let those eggs sit. You'll get a perfectly cracked egg, because this is what I get for tasting those beans and tasting those beans and those greens. Kind of got a hiccup. Do not overcook those eggs. You don't want them custard-like in the center, but you do want a pale yellow, not green, okay? So we're going to get these potatoes boiling a little bit more. We're going to keep turning our greens to make sure that all the greens are inside of this ham hock broth and cooking evenly. We are going to stir our eggs in some cold water. And we're going to wait for those white potatoes to start to boil. Okay? Now we have pulled out our candy yams. They have been in there for an hour and a half. You see how they look? Just as hot and tender. We're going to set those to the side briefly. So we can start on our sauce here. We are to a rapid boil with our potatoes. We'll let them go for 10 to 15 minutes. Then we'll get our eggs to a rapid boil. Keep check on your collards. I would say do taste periodically to adjust your salt levels just in case, okay? But you should be good. Yes, I already know. I already know. This syrup is going to be gin based. Usually I use Grand Marnier or whiskey, but it's New Year's. Why not? Why not use gin? So we're going to use a quarter of a cup to a half a cup of good gin. There's nothing wrong with that Tanqueray. So a half a cup of gin. We're going to use some vanilla extract, lemon extract, butter extract, and coconut extract. Yes, it's a whole lot, but trust me, I don't toot my own horn or stroke my own ego a whole lot. But when it comes to a candy yam, I am very ego driven. You can't out candy yam me. I make candy yam so many different ways, honey. Before you could even blink, I will have another recipe of a good candy yam. Okay? Let me tell you something. Trust my candy yam recipe. All of them on here. I never make them the same. They never taste the same, but they're always top tier. You hear me? So what I did with that liquid, after I added the butter, I brought it up to a high simmer because I want to add in my sugar while it's high. You see this thing? I added in some nutmeg, some cinnamon. Y'all know I like a lot of cinnamon, so I added a lot of cinnamon. People don't use allspice. Try allspice. Not a whole lot of it, but start adding allspice to your different recipes. It's important. It is really important. And what could I say? Allspice the flavors would be like. I don't know. It sits right there in between the cinnamon and the nutmeg. They're both very strong spices, but the blend is so nice. But the gin helps bring out that nutmeg flavor even more. So we're gonna make a nice syrup. Be very careful. This is very hot. This will burn that ass. You hear me? It will burn you. So be very careful. Depending on how you like your presentation of your candy yams, I would say stir them, but I typically will just fold them while they're under the broiler. Make sure you watch your wrist in the top of your hand. I don't know how many times I have bumped my wrist in my hand on the burner or on the racks when I'm using the broiler. But this syrup is very good. Now, if this syrup is too loose for you, if it's too loose and you don't like that, you want it a little bit thicker, get you a teaspoon of cornstarch. Add you a teaspoon of cornstarch, but that cornstarch can be tricky. If you don't keep it moving, it'll be like a Cinnablock. So you got to keep it moving while everything is hot and get it on your yams and in the oven. Make sure it's dissolved very good. I'm not going to do too much on this macaroni. I will insert different shorts of videos somewhere at this point so you can see those and get a breakdown. At this point, the company is on the way. I need to change clothes. So when I say we're putting this together and moving, we're going to get the splashing and slashing stuff all over the place. So be careful. We got to get this done because we do actually want to look nice. I mean, Happy New Year's. It's New Year's. make sure you wipe down your sides because we're going to be serving in this, and we don't want this all messed up and ooey and gooey all on the sides and looking messy. Cover it for 20 to 30 minutes. Covered. Take it off. Put it under the broiler for about 3 minutes. Watch it. Do not walk away. It will dry out. It will dry out if you go any longer. So make sure it's just brown, nice, and bubbly. We're not going to talk too much about this potato salad. I have some things in the work that y'all are going to learn about me. A little more of a deep dive to the channel. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking anymore about potato salad. We're just putting it together. So y'all understand more about the significance of potato salad in the future, very, very soon. But we're just gonna put this together and we're gonna stop talking about it. Okay? You know how I am about cleaning your bowls up, making sure things look neat. Now, we do not like cold potato salad. We'll eat it, but we typically just sit it to the side. The lid is not completely on it. It's just to make sure that ain't nothing flying around or no hairs or nothing is gonna get on it. I just covered it but cracked it just a little bit. Look at this sparkling badonkadonk. Okay. Let's stop playing. Let's get the oil heated for our fried pork chops. We still need to fry the cornbread. So we're gonna put some vegetable oil in. We gotta speed this up. We ain't gonna be too much talking because the company is gonna come. I'm gonna forget about y'all. We're gonna be in here chit-chatting, and I'm just gonna be cooking and frying pork chops. I like to fry my pork chops to order. So if someone eats one and then someone eats two, I like to drop it into the grease. Pork chops should not be eaten cold. Now, if you want to slice your pork chop up and put it on your biscuit, go right ahead, room temperature. But I like my pork chops hot out of the grease. There's no recipe for this cornbread. So I would say get your cornmeal, self-rising, read the side of it. Or get your Jiffy. Rachel Ray girls, or get your Jiffy. I can't help you with this. I can't help you with this part. But I love you. Okay, I'm gonna grab my self-rising flour. I'm gonna pour some in a bag. Find you a bag, find you a brown paper bag. If you have a big Rubbermaid tote or something, or bowl that you like to use, do yours how you do yours. I'm good for throwing mine in a bag and flouring it down. So once I dredge this in this flour, I like for my flour to sit on the meat. I feel like you get a better crunch to it. So let it sit on the meat until it gets tacky. You'll see the moisture starts to come through the flour. It'll go from white to you seeing the actual flesh of the pork chops. Okay, so we're gonna dredge it very, very good, and then we're gonna let it sit. I think that process takes probably 25 to 30 minutes. We have other things around here that we have to do. Sorry, it's a little blurry. I'm trying to clear it up for you. We have other things we need to do before the company gets here. Light your candles. I don't know, freshen up your lipstick if you're wearing any. Put on your good wig. If your hair ain't on yet, this is the time for you to go shake your good hair out, comb it out real good, and get your hair on and stuff. It's New Year's. Make sure that the champagne is on chill. If you need to make any type of sweet tea or homemade lemonade, those things need to be done. If you're using linen napkins, those things need to be pulled out. After this point, if you need the card table out, I don't know. They're on the way, and this is what we need to start doing. So now they're here. Because I do not drop no fried food into nothing until they are in the house. I need that fried food hot. When you're making fried dishes for your guests, French fries, pork chops, fried chicken, anything fried, I don't care what you're frying, wait till they get there. Just wait until they get there. They'll be okay. They'll be okay. Give them a cocktail. Maybe have some hors d'oeuvres or something. I don't know. Figure it out. But wait. Just wait to fry, okay? So, I'm going to enjoy my company. Enjoy the music. Happy New Year. I will fix you guys a plate. I'll be back to fix y'all a plate. I ain't gonna leave y'all hungry on New Year's. Now, I might leave y'all ass hungry some other time. But I'm gonna feed y'all asses tonight. You know? I appreciate y'all being here with me. New Year's is probably one of my favorite holidays, I will say. I love Christmas. I adore Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. But New Year's is very special. I think it's the whole reset of things. It just feels like a reset. A breath of fresh air. Almost like you get a chance to, air quotations, start over. So, let me check in with the guests. I'm definitely gonna fix me a cocktail. I am having Hennessy on the rocks. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step. Happy New Year's, everyone. Happy New Year's. I cannot wait to spend 2026 with y'all. Here's your dinner. I really hope y'all enjoy this video. I will see y'all tomorrow in the next one. Bye.